Labor lost the Queensland election. Is there any lessons there for Anthony Albanese and federal Labor? Should you be worried that Labor is a bit on the nose in Queensland with voters 6 months out from a federal election?
I think the major factor in Queensland was time. Labor had been in for 3 successive terms. These things tend to go in cycles, and the Queensland voters decided it was time for a change. There's no doubt lessons in every election, and we'll look at the results not only in individual seats but across the board there. I think the cost of living played a huge issue, and that's why the federal government has been introducing all of the changes that we've made to assist Australians with cost of living, like tax cuts, energy rebates, cheaper medicines, making childcare more affordable. The coalitions voted against all of those measures, and they don't have an alternate plan. And I think that that's going to be their problem leading up to the federal election. Labor's got a clear plan to help Australians with cost of living. I'm not aware of any policies from the coalition that are aimed at assisting Australians with the cost of living pressure they're feeling.
Why do you think the Greens didn't do too well, and what is the implications federally, do you think, next year?
I think the Greens are increasingly being seen as extremist. Some of the views that they've taken on housing policy, on the war in Gaza, I think by mainstream Australians are starting to be seen as extremists, and that's a challenge that they're going to have. What implications it will have for the federal election, I'm not sure. I think most Australians tend to distinguish between state and federal elections and policies, but there's no doubt implications around cost of living, and I don't see any real solutions from the Greens that are reasonable that Australians would vote for around housing policy or cost of living.